then our second and final use case for you is also an alumni startup of ours with one of our dear partners, Generali. So next up, I'm very, very happy to introduce Kevin from Fusionbase and Anna from Generali that will talk to you about how they collaborate to underwrite better risks faster with AI in the SME space. Kevin and Anna, go for it.
So welcome everybody. I'm Anna from Generali. I want you to imagine that a customer comes to your office and wants to insure his company. As you all know, sales is a process, and it starts with customer consulting, where you offer a product with optimum cover. Then, together with your client, you select the client's industry. The insurance company then receives the application and assesses the risk in the underwriting department. The choice of the industry is a key feature of the corporate insurance. But determination takes a lot of time and experience and is very sensitive to errors. So the current process leads to fear for sales, for giving the wrong advice to their customers, but also fear in underwriting to assess the risk not correctly, or fear for the customer to be not correctly insured in case of a claim. But is industry classification really so hard? Let's have a look at an example together. What do you see in this picture? It looks like a normal car repair shop, but it could have various special features that have an impact on the risk. So, for example, it could be a car repair shop with a car paint shop. It could also be a car repair shop with wheel trade. But it could also be a car repair shop with a car paint shop and with a wheel trade. Or a car repair shop with a car paint shop without a wheel trade, and so on. So you see, it's very complicated and I have to read it off. But why is this differentiation so important? Let's take a deeper look into the problem. So on the one side, you see a car repair shop with a wheel trade. On the other side, you see a car repair shop without a wheel trade. And the car repair shop with the wheel trade usually has much more wheels to store on site. Therefore, the risk for fire, for example, is much higher. So you see that a small difference in the choice of the industry makes a big difference for the risk. In sum, there are over 3,000 different industries that are used to categorize the risk. And it's not just us, it's an industry problem. But we, as Generali, have a new approach to classify the industry. And we found the right partner to do it with. So together with Fusionbase, we developed a solution for selecting the right industry for any customer.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kevin, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Fusionbase. So how does Fusionbase help to predict the right industry for Generali, for a customer like this? We do this by using data and AI. So let's start talking about data first. There are thousands of data points available on any given company. There's the company website, there's data from the public registry, from associations, there is public financials, there is photos, statistics, property data, geospatial data, and much more. But all of this data is scattered across the web, published from different sources in different formats. And we at Fusionbase are bringing all of this data into one place, make it machine readable and accessible for everyone within Generali. So now that we have the data in one central place, let's talk about how we leverage this for our industry classification AI. So at the core of the new industry classification, we have our AI model. It's a deep learning model trained on underwriting data from Generali and external data. It's published on our Fusionbase platform, which is accessible through our API. So when a broker on the Generali side enters the name and address of a company, this data is sent to us, and right when it hits our platform, we are extracting external data about this company. And this data is coming from websites, registries, geospatial data, reviews, and much more. And this data is then being fed into the model. And based on what it's trained on, the Generali underwriting data, it's able to predict the most likely industry, which in this example is the car repair shop with wheel trade. To make it better understandable, so what is actually going into the model, it gets keywords like car shop, wheel trade, repair, lifting platforms, Michelin tires, or product information, data about the company size, for example. And these granular data points from these external sources make it possible to distinguish between all these different and very granular industry classifications. So, and what you see here is not just a proof of concept, it's actually live for several months now in production. And the best part about this is we see an automation rate of over 75% for the Generali classifications. So, how about, Anna, you tell us why this is pioneering a new way of selling commercial insurance.
Yes, thank you, Kevin. So the biggest asset of our tool is it provides security. It provides security in sales for the customer consulting and also to taking the entry barrier to the corporate business. It also provides security in underwriting to adequately assess the risk correctly and also to get less risk in your portfolio. And last but not least, it provides security for the customer to be correctly insured in case of a claim. Our tool is live for several months now, and several thousand companies have been classified. The tool has been very well received, and a lot of more corporate business is written, because after the tool classified the industry, the customer just have to confirm it. So now, more customers are properly insured.
So today, Generali and Fusionbase are predicting industries based on data and AI. But we have thousands of data points more on any given company. So industry classification, although it's one of the most important points, is only one of many use cases. So all that's left to say is stay tuned for more from Generali and Fusionbase. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Anna. I think that was a great, great example for how a collaboration between a startup and an insurance partner can yield very, very concrete results and how to fix the basics for the commercial SME market. Thank you very much for joining us today.